get underway.
For today's American League game between the Boston Red Sox.
Started to go, but no swing. And it's 1-0 now to Damon. Here's the 1-2 to Damon. They appeal. Strike three. Next batter will be Miller. Way out in front of that pitch, strike one. Started to pull the trigger, but didn't go around. Here's the 1-1 to Miller. To Miller. Miller goes down with the bat on his shoulder.
Well, he cannot do anything with that good-looking sinker down in the strike zone, and he goes down on strikes.
Over with no swing, a sinker, strike one. Rogers on the inside corner, a strike. Here's the 0-2 to Garciaparra. Tried to hold up and he fouled it off. That's a strikeout by Rogers. 3 straight outs in a very impressive opening inning for the Rangers.
Leading off for your Texas Rangers, the shortstop, number 10, Michael Young.
To Miller. Soriano goes after the first pitch to Ortiz. Ortiz steps on the bag for out number 1.
Well, he got away with a pitch right there. That curve was right out over the plate, hanging a little bit, but the batter just hits a soft, easy ground ball.
Safe. Blaylock swings and knocks a first pitch foul. Belted deep. Gone. Steve, tell us about this guy.
This is a guy who really knows how to handle the bat up there. Most of the time, he's up there looking to hit line drives. But if you make any kind of mistake, he'll hit for power.
The first baseman, first pitch swinging, but hit foul. Fouled away. Smoke. Change up taken for a strike. Fielded by the third baseman. Out number 2. And now an opportunity for the Rangers. Fulmer hits the first pitch foul. Nice running catch made by Ortiz. We go to the second. Texas leads it 2-0. Much has been made about contraction, and of course, you know, the Minnesota Twins were supposed to go away a couple of years ago, and of course then they go on and win their division, and now they're drawing well, and baseball's healthy again in Minnesota. There's talking about even contraction of the Florida Marlins 2 years ago. Do you think ultimately, A, it will happen?
I think there's a possibility that there are a few too many teams, maybe two, the possibility of four. But having said that, it's a very difficult choice to decide the teams that aren't going to be a franchise anymore. Can you imagine being a guy who is a popcorn vendor in Montreal? That's what he does. That's his living. Or
as we watch the called strike,
a guy across the street that owns a little store that gets a little bit more business because of the fans that come out to the ball game, albeit maybe not as many fans as you'd like. But you're not talking about just eliminating a baseball team. You're talking about eliminating or changing the livelihoods of many, many, many people that are around the game or around that organization or that work in the organization. So to say that there are a few too many teams, yeah, I believe there are. I think the game would be a little bit more competitive if there were a few less teams. But having said that, it's really tough to mess with people's lives, not only in the game but around it.
A swing and a miss by Ortiz. Here's the 1-2 to Ortiz. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That was just a good fastball. He took a hack at it, but he came up empty.
Over with no swing, a sinker, strike one. Nobody on, 2 away here in the top of the second. He takes it himself, and that'll do it for out number 3.
The first baseman does a nice job of beating the runner for the unassisted putout.
Steve, what do you think of this guy?
This is a guy who's known more for his glove and his leadership skills than his bat. He's great to have around the clubhouse because he always keeps things loose.
Strike one to Mensch. Ground ball to the right side. Cutter, no swing, strike one. And it's brought in by Garciaparra. Hit in the air to center. Dean is out. As the runner goes back to first, the new batter will be Young. 2 up, 2 down for Martinez here in the second. And there's strike one to Young. Safe. Two away in the inning. Here's the 0-2 to Young. Bending foul. To Ortiz. 3 up, 3 down for the Rangers here in the third. Steve Lyons, Tom Brenneman here in the top half of the third inning. Burks steps up to the dish for the first time today. He started to go but held up. The 1-0. The 2-0. Didn't mean to. They appeal, no swing. The 3-1. A shot through the middle of the infield.
The catcher, Jason Veritek.
Here's the 0-1 to Veritek. There's strike two.
That's just a nice play by the outfielder. Good hustle to get over to that ball quickly and then keep the runner at first base so he can't advance on to second.
1-0 the count to Reese. The 2-0. Way out in front, strike one. Not swinging at the fastball, strike two. We're in the third inning. That's a strikeout by Rogers.
Here's a classic example of how important changing speeds is. The hitter's up there looking fastball, he gets the changeup, and he can't make contact because he's way out front.
Runners at first and second, and one out. Inside part of the plate, and that'll even the count. Here's the 2-1 to Damon. Check swing, did he go? No.